Good evening. How's the feeling? Great, great. Let's make it better. Although I feel a bit framed with this stand-up comedy thing, I have been watching lots of YouTube videos with stand-up comedians, and they always talk about backstage orgies and kilos of cocaine. And I just arrived here today, went to the backstage. I mean, the guys are really great, but it's still a sausage fest. And, well, I don't want to sound ungrateful because I got 2 beers for this stand-up. And I don't expect here to be like kilos of cocaine, but few lines would be nice. Anyway, few months ago I went to a driving course, and I had this driving instructor, big guy with a deep voice like Barry White. And we were driving through the city, and he was giving me instructions. Now a little bit to the right. Oh, you are doing great. Yes, that's it. Slow down a little bit, yeah. Well, actually, I was really happy that he was sitting beside me and not behind me. But I got my driving license, and since then when I'm driving around I feel like a porn star, because all the people in the cars around, they are offering fingering me and blowjobs. Maybe it has something to do with my driving style. Well, I drive like a porn star. Anyway, from this also thing came to my mind that recently we had this air guitar championship, you know. So why we don't have also air porn championship? You could get like 2 minutes of your favorite porn movie audio track, and you can perform your best moves on the stage. Okay, that wasn't my best move. And the finals would be in Rotuari. Anyway, life can come up with some stranger things than air porn. So in the springtime with my friends we have visited Amsterdam, and I don't remember much from that trip. All I remember that from the airport we went straight to the coffee shop, and there was some dude explaining me that I shouldn't mix magic mushrooms with space cake and alcohol. And then I kept wondering for a few days why. But then, next thing I remember that I'm back in Helsinki airport, and some police dog is barking at me. Well, I thought that Finland is like a developed country, so I would expect that they have X-rays on the airport, but it turned out that they prefer cavity search. Although I said them that they ain't gonna find any shit on me, but they did. Later on I checked my SMSs, and I've seen some from my ex-girlfriend, and it was like, hey, are you still alive? I'm like, okay. Next one from her, please respond, are you alive? I'm like, okay. Next one, oh, I regret so much that I haven't gave you enough blowjobs and you went crazy. Oh, now we are talking. So I replied to her, yeah, I was busy in Amsterdam, I'm fine. What's going on? So she sent me a link from Iltalehti with an article, and it turned out that while I was in Amsterdam, some foreigner from Myllyoja killed a few guys with axes, and then he was shot by the police. And my ex, for some reason, thought that it was me. But it turned out to be that he was my neighbor. And I remember that guy, he looked always pretty frustrated, and then I saw that actually my ex was right. Because if he would have received some nice blowjobs, he wouldn't have killed anyone, right? Would you kill anyone after a nice blowjob? Maybe after a bad one, but that's a different story. But so actually with nice blowjobs you can save lives. There is a saying that one blowjob a day keeps the crazy people away. And also, would you think that those refugees would complain about the food if they would get some blowjobs? No, right? Well, I hope you got my sarcasm. Thanks for your attention, and I wish you a great evening. Thank you.
Sorry, Mites nyt täällä sitten?